Hey everybody, and welcome back to my Dark Souls 3 guide series. Today we will be going over all of the items and the enemies that I have discovered in the Undead settlement area of Dark Souls 3. The first item you're going to find here right after the first bonfire is a large soul of a deserted corpse, going to be directly to the left. From there we're going to make our way down the stairs here, and you're going to see a gate. There's some mindless undead kind of wandering around down there. The gate's going to open up and some canine undead, some dog undead are going to come out and start killing all of the others. That must have some sort of story reasoning, but I'm not sure. I use it as a good excuse to kill the dogs before they focus me. The undead don't give any souls when killed. I kind of kill them anyway for some reason though. Behind this overthrown cart here is going to be two more dogs protecting the corpse, which is going to be holding two alluring skulls. From here we're going to make our way through the gate, and you'll see where I'm walking here. There is normally going to be an NPC here, and you can send him back to Firelink Shrine after speaking with him. I unfortunately did that off camera. Directly to the left is going to be two homeward bones on a corpse, and now we're going to make our way back to the closed gate. This area is directly after defeating Vort of the Boreal Valley, the boss of the High Wall of Lothric, in case you were wondering. We're going to go ahead and pull this lever to open the gate, and inside there's going to be one enemy, an undead, holding a lantern and a kind of cleaver. To the right of him is going to be another bonfire. It's going to be the main bonfire you use if you die in this area. That we can avoid the dogs and stuff. You see me kind of fiddling around here trying to get him to aggro, I guess, and then the gate closes and I kind of just screw up there a little bit. But we're going to head to the left of the bonfire, the other direction. A couple of enemies here. Some of them wield pitchforks and kind of thrust. And on this corpse we're going to have a small leather shield. You're going to take these stairs to your right. There's going to be an enemy up here, and he'll ambush you if you go down the stairs to your left. Little kind of dwarf-like enemies with pointed hats and little cleavers or picks or something. Below we're going to find a corpse with a charcoal pine bundle on it. I believe that adds fire to your weapon. Go out here on this ledge. There's going to be a hanging corpse with an item. We'll get that when we get down to the bottom. Now you're going to notice a lot of enemies down there. That's kind of a tough mob to deal with. We'll go ahead and make our way down to more of these little dwarf guys. They actually hit pretty hard if they get a hold of you, so be very careful when fighting them. On this corpse here we're going to find more charcoal pine. And there's another enemy. He almost gets a hit off on me. Now I'm sure what some of you are thinking, oh, you missed an item. Well, I'm going to make my way back up because I realized that too. There's going to be an enemy up here with a pitchfork, and he does get a stab out on me. And then directly behind him there's another item, and that is going to be some repair powder, which is always useful. And now we're going to make our way back down to the bottom where the giant mob of enemies awaits. There's a bunch of those cleaver and pitchfork type enemies, as well as one big enemy in the middle, and she's nasty. On this corpse you're going to find Loretta's bone, which is going to be important a bit later. For now we're going to kill some of these enemies off, and you'll see I aggro the big enemy in the middle there. She carries a giant mace and she casts spells. The mace hits very hard. It can probably kill you in about 3 hits if you're not careful. And she does this sort of bleed spell. This kind of black swirly projectile follows you, and I think it inflicts bleeding. I think is that animation if it charges all the way up. You can see me get hit quite a bit and nearly die. I was not used to this enemy, and eventually I will manage to take her down though. She also does a fire spell that you may not see here, but she charges her whole body in flames, and then if you're right up next to her she'll grab you and pick you up, and you'll take severe damage over time for a few seconds, and it is capable of killing you. In the tree that's on fire there you're going to find an Estes Shard on a corpse. Definitely pick that item up. That'll allow you to get more uses out of your Estes flask. And then over to the left here, by a gate little area, you're going to find a soul of an unknown traveler. So we're getting some higher valued souls than we were in the High Wall of Lothric. Go ahead and take some time to get rid of all the enemies in this area. There are quite a few just wandering around aimlessly. Here we have another Ember. Embers are also very useful. And yeah, just continue taking out enemies that you see in this area. They kind of wander and patrol. I kind of get confused as to where they're at here for a second, but there's a couple more of them. Got another lantern guy here with a cleaver. There's going to be a pitchfork guy down here to the left, and he almost gets me there. And then this guy with the cleaver is going to come back down. From here I'm going to cut because I kind of wandered a little bit, so we're going to cut back to the point where I get over here again. And yeah, we're going to make our way up to the side of this building here. We're not going to go in this tunnel yet. We're going to go to the left, and we're going to find a Titanide Shard. Now we're going to make our way into the tunnel finally. And at the end, you're going to find a couple of these little dwarf guys. It's important to go in here because if you take the other direction, they will ambush you. Jump down and attack some of these cages full of corpses. Some of them come alive, and they kind of startled me the first time. We're going to take these stairs up, and you'll see I kind of get hit. I jumped when this happened here. You're going to find some more charcoal pine. And on this corpse, we will find, what is it? A large hole of a deserted corpse. Make our way back up and go out. Out here, this just kind of wraps around. Like I said, you can take this way instead of the other tunnel. But if you do, you get attacked. This door does not open from this side, and I haven't figured out how to open it. This red-eyed enemy is going to come running down the tunnel at you. I don't know how strong he is, but I kind of panicked and just killed him as fast as I could. So just be wary of him. He just seems like a faster version of the normal enemies. Here, there's going to be an enemy, that one of the spell-shooting enemies up there. She's going to continually shoot spells at you. Go ahead and kill all the other enemies in the area. Be careful of a little dwarf guy. You'll find a whip in this room to the left, and I'm going to cut to the point where I kill her with a bow because I spent about 10 minutes trying to figure out the most efficient way to kill her. Down here to the right of her is a corpse of the Titanide Shard, down some stairs, and now we're going to, well, after I wander for a second, make our way through here. And she has an evangelist hat on her. I don't think they always drop those, but this one did. Make your way up these stairs, and she's guarding an item up here, and that item is going to be another Titanide Shard. We actually collect quite a few Titanide Shards in this area. We'll go ahead and make our way down into this house here, and you may hear the sound of a crystal lizard, and you'll wonder, I'm kind of looking around wondering where it is. I do find it here in a second. Make your way directly to the right and around the side of the house, and there it is. Crystal lizard. Should die in a couple of hits, and you'll have yourself a sharp gem. From here, I do wander a little bit. There's a bonfire directly to our left and down. That's going to be the second bonfire in this area, and I go ahead and use that here real quick. And we're going to make our way back out. There's going to be a large enemy here with a big old cleaver type weapon. He does a lot of chain attacks. They do get staggered after a few hits, so my strategy, which may not be the best, is to just kind of pummel them. See all these arrows here? Well, you're going to have to deal with them. There's a giant up in that tower that is lobbing arrows or bolts or something down, and they will target you. As you can see, I just kind of got bashed by arrows. They take a little bit of timing to learn to dodge, but eventually you will. You're going to watch me die here. There's a lot of enemies. You'll get ambushed, arrows everywhere, and yeah, it's not fun. Although the arrows can kill the enemies, so use that to your advantage if possible. From here, this run's going to be a little bit different. I do manage to, I believe, collect some of the items in this area here. Got some workers, trousers here, and you'll see me just kind of panicking and trying to get away from things here, and I nearly die a couple of times. The arrows seem to target you versus targeting the enemies, even though he does target the enemies before you get there. So be wary of that. He's not going to kill all the enemies for you without anything. He'll tend to target you before he targets the enemies. It's going to be another one of these red-eyed enemies in here. It's about 4 hits to kill. Go ahead and end him real quick. The arrows cannot hit you in this building, but while you're in here, he'll target all the enemies outside, which is good. Once the enemies in the immediate area have died, you can go back out and start collecting items. I'm going to make my way up to the right. There's some really good stuff up here, but you do have to kind of be quick because these arrows are going to be hitting you the whole time. You're going to find a corpse. A couple of corpses, actually. The first corpse is going to have an entire set of armor on it. It's going to be the blue wooden shield. Looks like the cleric gear there. I had to kind of be quick. And this, you're going to find some Morticians Ashes. This item is going to be given to the shopkeeper back at Firelink Shrine, and she will increase the number of wares that she has. She will sell different items with that. And one very important item. And I'm kind of going through picking up all the items in this area. You can pause if you want to see them. I don't know what the young white branch does, although I get 4 or 5 of them here. I haven't really looked though. But yeah, I'm kind of in full-on panic mode in this area, trying to dodge the arrows and dodge all the enemies and not die, you know, so yeah, just be careful. It's definitely a hectic area, but there's so many items to get, so don't leave without collecting as much as you possibly can. There's a lot to get. Just learn to dodge the arrows. You should be able to hear them, or you should be able to dodge them by sound. You'll know when they're about to hit, so learn that, and you should be able to dodge them easily. As you see, I start being able to dodge them almost every time here. And yep, there we go, dodge another one, and now we're going to make our way out after we get that reinforced club. Make your way up these stairs, and in here you're going to be inside this church. I believe it's an abandoned church. To the left is going to be the boss battle, which I have not done yet. That guide will be coming shortly. And to the right, this door will ordinarily be closed. This is the way to open it. And down here there's going to be another one of those spell casting enemies, as well as some enemies following her. We're going to make our way back up though. There's an item up here, and there's another one of these cleaver wielding guys, but this guy's wielding like a giant stone kettle or stone bowl. He's kind of tough, or maybe I'm just dumb and like to get smacked in the face a lot. Anyway, on this gallows here, I guess you could say, we have an item. I'm going to cut back because I tried to kill those fire bomb throwing guys for way too long. Cut back to where the spellcasting enemy was. She'll go all the way to the top of the stairs by the cathedral, so you can generally avoid her. Now we're going to make our way to a small shortcut area. You're going to see a door here to the right. There's going to be a dog sitting up there at the top. Make your way down. There are some rats in the sewers here. You're going to meet 3 of them right as you come down. Depending on your weapon, they die in 1 hit. I don't believe they inflict poison of any kind. You're going to find Estes down here, which is a fist type weapon. I know some people really like that, so that's a good find there. And there's going to be a giant rat as well as 2 small rats down here. I used a bow to lure out the giant rat, and then I dealt with the small rats afterwards. So giant rat does hit pretty hard, but you can dodge out of the attacks, and it doesn't have a whole lot of HP. Kill these small rats that come out of the fog. There's only 2 of them, and then there's some stairs to your right that are going to lead back up to that second bonfire that we found. So this is just a little shortcut to that area without having to go all the way around. Not too bad there. I'm going to rest here, and I'm going to cut back to the other side of the sewer so you don't have to watch me fighting all those enemies again. Wait for the patrol to go through and make your way through. You're going to find an Ember. Quite a few of these giant guys. They're going to throw, sometimes they'll throw their little pot at you and then pull their cleaver out. Try to deal with them one at a time. I was kind of in panic mode because I was afraid the other one was going to come up behind me while I was dealing with the first one, so I was trying to deal with him as quickly as possible. But it turned out he fell, and he didn't even die. That's how much health those things have. To the right, there's going to be one more at the edge over there, and we're going to go ahead and kill him while getting hit 100 times, because that's how I play Dark Souls, apparently. I like to get hit a lot. They don't tend to drop much. I don't know if they've ever dropped anything for me. Up here there's going to be a corpse with a large soul of a deserted corpse, and behind the building there's going to be a couple of dogs guarding something else. I get hit like 4 or 5 times on these dogs. I was playing really sloppily tonight, so this is kind of embarrassing actually. I mean, I was being really sloppy tonight. It was also kind of late. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning when I was playing. This corpse is going to have some more alluring skulls, which I think they lure enemies. I'm not 100% sure what they do, to be honest. Don't quote me. Anyway, over here we're going to find an NPC, and we're going to talk to him real quick.
Another one of those unkindled, are you? All you faceless undead, behaving as if you deserve respect. No matter. Heed my words. If you've any sense, you'll go find a coffin to huddle up inside. You, here, in this land of hollows, you're like a frail maiden on the front lines. If, like the others, you're fool enough to play the champion, then go on ahead. Traipse right past the abandoned church. You'll face death. And it won't be pretty. Enough death to leave you broken. Time after time. Yeah.
So I'm not really sure what he does yet, but for now it's all you can do with him. There's going to be a gate closed there. We're going to make our way into the tower, though. As soon as I kind of stop wandering around, you'll see an item there. We'll get to that at the very, very end. I figure out how to get to it. Anyway, we're going to make our way up into the tower, and we're going to see a familiar face. Well, sort of. He's a different familiar face, but he's a different name, but he looks very familiar. In fact, I kind of got some nostalgia from Dark Souls 1 when I saw him. Anyway, we're going to talk to him real quick.
Oh. Pardon me, I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegwart of Katarina. To be honest, I'm in a bit of a pickle. Have you ever walked near a white birch only to be struck by a great arrow? Well, if I'm not mistaken, they come from this tower. Whoever it is, I'm sure I can talk some sense into them. But I have to find a way up, and that's just the trouble. This lift only goes down, you see, and... Well, that doesn't get me anywhere.
So in order to get up this tower, all you have to do is hop onto the lift and then jump back off of it. And that one's going to go down and another lift is going to take its place. Hop back on that one and you can make your way up the tower to the giant. You don't have to fight him, although you probably can, from what I understand. You can talk to him and you can make peace with him and he'll stop hitting you with arrows, I guess. I haven't actually gone back to that area since then. There isn't really anything else up here from what I understand, although I think he gives you a gesture. Make peace.
I help anytime.
Oh no, he gives you a young white branch, and that's about it. From here we're going to make our way down the lift, and there's going to be a tough enemy in this room, although you get a good reward for killing him. And this is the end of the area, takes you into the next area, but there's a little bit more to explore here. So, I'll let you watch this little fight here for this tough guy. There we go, and once he's gone, you'll be rewarded with the Ethereal Straight Sword, which is a sword that inflicts frostbite. It's a straight sword that inflicts frostbite. It requires Twinkling Titanite in order to upgrade it, though, so it can be difficult to upgrade. From here, we'll make our way out the gate, and you'll come across a bonfire, which is the bonfire in the next area that I'm probably going to do a guide for, which is the Road of Sacrifices. So we'll go ahead and light that bonfire, and we'll make our way back in. From here, we are going, before we head into this area, we are going to go back to Firelink Shrine and speak with the shopkeeper in Firelink Shrine. Give her the Morticians Ashes, and she's going to sell a key, which is going to open up a gate in the sewers here, and that'll going to lead us to the final area of this zone. So we'll go ahead and make our way in, kill the rat here from above, and there we go. Deal with him, make our way down, kill these couple of rats in the fog, and we will make our way into the gate here after killing these 3 rats. I don't hit very hard, but I got hit like 5 times. So here's the gate. Use the grave key, jump down. If you go to the right, there's going to be a statue which you can pray at to try to absolve your sins, I believe. And on this corpse we are going to find a loincloth. And then here's the statue. You can absolve, request absolution or dissolution. I don't really know what those mean. Up to the left here we're going to find a red hilted halberd. And then we're going to make our way through. There's going to be some skeletons in here. I don't know if they reanimate or not. I was kind of afraid of them. In Dark Souls 1 they reanimate, so I just kind of tried to run through. As you can see, I kind of get stuck and get hit a bunch of times, but eventually make it all the way through here. It's kind of a long little path. Make your way out, and now you're going to be down below. A couple of skeletons will follow you. Go ahead and turn around and deal with them. Apparently they don't reanimate. I found this out here, and we're going to find another crystal lizard to the right. So kill him, and you're going to be rewarded with a heavy gem. And then that guy above that we fought before is going to jump down. You're going to have to deal with him. So that kind of sucks. You can see I switched to the Ethereal Straight Sword, which was kind of a mistake because it does a lot less damage because it's not upgraded. These 2 corpses are going to have Titanide Shards on them. And from here, we're going to make our way back the way we came and go to the right instead of the left. And we're going to go into this first door we see on our left. Down here, there's going to be a pit, and you're going to get ambushed by rats. As you can see, the sword really kind of does me in here. Because it's not upgraded, it takes 2 hits to kill the rats instead of 1. So I kind of get swarmed by them, and it's not very pretty. On this corpse, we're going to find a Saint's Talisman, and we're going to make our way up these stairs, or this ladder rather, and to the left we're going to find another NPC to talk to.
Who is there? Is someone there? Anyone? Oh, please, whoever you are, touch me. The dark surrounds me, nibbles at my flesh. Little creatures, they never stop biting. So please, hold out your hand and touch me. Ah, yes, there you are. So close, indeed. Then I am not entirely alone just yet. Praise the merciful gods above. Oh, forgive me. I am Irina of Karim. I came to this land so that I might be a firekeeper. Your touch has freed me from the darkness. You are a champion, then? I am weak and unfit to tend the flames. But if it would not trouble you, might I enter into your service instead? Oh, thank you, sweet champion. I shall take my vows. I, Irina of Karim, solemnly swear to serve you.
When she enters into your service, she's going to return to Firelink Shrine, and she will sell miracles and other sort of cleric-type items. That's going to open up that gate that we saw before, and I kind of wanted to make my way out just to verify that, and now we're going to get that final item of the zone. And all you got to do to get that item there is aim your bow up. That's kind of right where we were before to enter that room where the rats were. It's going to have a blessed red and white shield +1. So, once again guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I believe this guide is probably not perfect, not all that complete. If there's anything I missed, definitely let me know. And yeah, we'll see you guys soon with the boss guide to this area. Like I said, if there's anything I missed, let me know. I'm sure I did. This is a pretty big area. Have a good one, guys. We'll talk to you soon. Hey everyone, thanks for watching my video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, and would like to see more gaming content, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel for regular gaming and RPG content. Hope to see you next time!